Hey YouTube land, AK Jeep and John again here. Just want to make a quick video on my very own range belt setup. There's hundreds, thousands of them out there. Everybody has their own way of setting up their range belt. If you're into guns and shooting and things like that, like I am, then you may you may have either considered one of these or have one or two or three of your own. But this is what I've started out with. For the longest time, I just wore, well, when I did wear tactical gear, it was mainly just like the chest rigs and the load-bearing vests. Those were great, but I was looking for something a little bit more user-friendly. I could put it on and be adequately prepared. This particular one, I pieced together over the course of about a year and a half. I spent, let's see, I used it off and on last summer. Was the first time I used it, because I think I bought it in either late 2021 or early 2022. But it's evolved over time. Some things on here I'm happy with. Other things I might change. I don't know yet. But this is the way I got it set up right now. I tried various holsters and magazine pouches and things like that. But what you see is mostly it's Condor brand. Condor is a brand you can find in a lot of like surplus stores, like our military surplus stores, and of course Amazon sells Condor gear. A lot of people consider Condor to be, budget, low quality airsoft gear. There's other great companies like HSGI or High Speed Gear, and you got 511. There's others. I can't remember all of them, unfortunately. But again, it's just what I went with. It's mostly Condor, some of it's other brands. So let's just work from left to right. So, or actually, let me show you this harness first. This is the Condor H harness. I found this at my local surplus store. They had exactly two of these in stock. I bought one for myself and a buddy of mine, because we are both unfortunately physically challenged. So in order to better hold the weight of my range equipment, I decided to get this harness. I was wearing suspenders, duty belt suspenders on this thing, but I wanted something a little bit more capable, I guess you could say. So I got this instead. It's got a little bit more MOLLE on it. It's got MOLLE in the front. It's got some MOLLE in the back. I'm not sure what I'm going to put back here. I'll probably find something like I don't know, like an accessory pouch I could put like snacks or something in when I go hiking. So I do wear this belt when I go hiking. But yeah, this is a Condor H harness that really helps take the weight off my bad back and hips. Because I do have a bad back and bad hip. My left hip has been bad. I need to get it replaced at some point. But that's another story for another video. Anyway, let's move down here to the left side of the belt, because I am right-handed like most people. So over here we have my magazine pouches. Before I mention that, this is the inner belt. This particular Condor belt, this is a Condor Slim battle belt. And the thing with Condor battle belts is they do require you to use an inner belt to be able to secure it around your waist. So this belt in particular, I just went with like this belt came with a load-bearing vest I bought off Amazon. I didn't find it to be very good, so I took it apart and I used a belt off that to be able to use my war belt. or my range belt, whatever you want to call it. War belt, range belt, battle belt. It's all the same thing. Just people call it different things. But over here is my magazine pouches. These are I think they're called Ido gear. It's spelled IDO gear. It's off Amazon. From my understanding, these are identical to the G Code magazine carriers. These are like a knockoff brand from a company called Ido Gear. I got these because they're cheaper than the G Code version. They work great. They hold my magazines fine. And they don't fall out at all, which is good. I can still get them out relatively easily. I got 2 pistol and 2 rifle mags right now. I got my pistol mags kangarooed off my rifle mags, just to save space. It does stick out, you know, on my waistline a bit, but, you know, save space on my belt at least. So that's the trade-off, is you get a little bit more bulk sticking out, but you save room on your belt. So that's what I did. I have not had the chance to run these yet at the range, but I plan to very soon. Hopefully within the next month or 2. I've been very busy with other things, work and stuff like that. So yeah, I get 2. The other thing is the rifle mag pouches hold they hold both AR-15 and AR-10 magazines. They will hold 5.56 and 308 mags just fine, which is nice. A little bit more versatility in that regard. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Over here, I got a little plastic polymer container here full of CR123 batteries. The reason why is because I use weapon lights on my firearms, on my AR-15 and my sidearm. So this is from a company called, you see that, Therm, THYRM, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's off Amazon. But these will hold 6 CR123 batteries. They're all AAAs, AA's. Obviously, the bigger batteries will cause this thing to hold less batteries, but it's versatile. So right now I got 6 CR123 batteries in this thing. Not much to, you just unclip it like that, and then it flips up, and then you kind of squeeze the sides here to get the batteries out. As you can see, my batteries right there. Yeah, it's quite handy. Beats having loose batteries in your pockets or something. So I just got it right there, so I can quickly change batteries if I need to. Okay, moving on. This is my dump pouch. It's a Condor dump pouch, nothing special. It folds up, the Velcro's in place. People who have these belts pretty much know what a dump pouch is. The dump pouch is at this point. Okay, moving on. Sandwiched between these 2 pouches is my little accessory miscellaneous sack. In here, compass, and I got the tail cap to my AR-15 weapon light, because I'm running right now. My AR-15, I'm running on a pressure pad. You would activate the light on that. That's through my tail cap and my war belt for now. So yeah, I can keep, like, you know, trail mix or something, snacks and other things I might find handy while out in the field. That's why that's on there. Okay, moving on. This thing here is my individual first aid kit, or IFAK. This is a Condor EMT Light IFAK pouch. It buckles in place using this fresh strap right here, and then you unbuckle it. It rips away. I'm not going to rip it away though, because I'm too lazy to do that. If it rips away, you can use it. You can take it off. It is kind of dirty because I dropped my belt in the mud last year, so the pipe is kind of dirty. Then over here I got my Leatherman Raptor medical shears and a tourniquet. Inside the pouch I got some pain medication, some bandages, gauze, things like that. Basic trauma stuff. Nothing fancy. Okay, moving on. Got my sidearm in the way here. And I got my fixed blade knife, my combat knife, or field knife, whatever you want to call it. This is the Gerber Prodigy knife. That's what I decided to go with for now for a fixed blade knife on my belt. Because I do believe if you're going to have a gun, you better have a knife with it. So, nothing fancy, it's just this was like, I don't know, 70, 50. I have to go back on Amazon and look, but it was between $50 and $80 for this knife on Amazon. And I have it secured with a zip tie because the Molly strap on this sheath isn't very good. So I decided to take a zip tie and it's better secure on there so it doesn't come off. Okay, this is probably my favorite part, of course, as with most gun guys, it would be. So this is my sidearm. This is the FN, excuse me. First, let's talk about the holster. This is the Blackhawk Omnivore Kydex holster. This is made to fit over 150 different handguns with rails. You gotta have a rail in order to run this holster. And in it is my sidearm, the FN 509 Tactical. Let me take it out so you can see it. There we go. Yeah, I got my sidearm right there. I'm running a Streamlight TLR1HL and then a Holosun HS507C red dot. This is my first red dot pistol. I'm not shot yet, but I got it fully dressed out for tactical use, running drills at the range. I'm hoping this gun will be reliable because this will be my GTW or Go to War sidearm. See, I got that in there. And it stays in place pretty secure. It doesn't wobble at all. And then on top of that, for the holster, I got mounted to a Safariland QLS setup so I can quickly disconnect it from my belt if I need to. I'm not gonna take it off right now. Yeah, it's got a QLS setup, and I'm running a leg strap to better secure the setup to my body. Excuse me. And then I'm running a low mount, a Safariland low mount UBL, or universal belt mount, as they call it. This is the low ride version. So I will be testing this out this summer as well. And over here, I got my radio pouch. I use those small two-way GMRS radios when I'm out in the field with friends. So that's where I keep my radio for communications. And then got my shooting gloves, mechanics, which I do plan to replace with something I can use my phone with. Because these mechanics gloves, while they're great, I can't use my phone while wearing them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me put my gun back here. So that's pretty much it. I can also use my Glock 20, my bear gun, with this rig as well, since I got my old TLR1 mounted to my Glock 20. Yeah, I can't talk. The thing with this holster is you have to have a light attached to use this holster. No exceptions. This is obviously made for the Streamlight TLR1 or Streamlight TLR1 HL, like I got here. And then I got my old TLR1 mounted to my Glock 20 right now. Although I do plan to get another TLR1 HL for my Glock 20 at some point. So that's pretty much it. Again, most of this belt is Condor, except for the holster. The tourniquet holder is not. The tourniquet holder is actually Voodoo Tactical. That's Condor. That's Amazon special. I forget the brand name, but this particular pouch came out 2-pack. I got 2 of these, so I gave the other one to a buddy of mine to use on his belt. And that's Condor. That's Therm. That's Idle Gear. So yeah, most of this is Condor. Some of it's not. So I imagine I'll be making more changes in the future as I use my gear and determine what works and what doesn't. But for now, this is the setup I've went with. Subject to change. Sorry if I can't talk. Sometimes I stutter when I talk. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Y'all have a good day. Peace.